What's the dumbest reason you've ever been kicked out of somewhere? I got banned from every library in my city for returning a book 4 years late. I'm a night security guard, and I love reading crime thrillers during my shifts. One day I was cleaning out my beat-up Honda and found this dusty old book wedged under the passenger seat, The Silent Witness, from the downtown public library. I remembered checking it out in 2020, but completely forgot about it. Feeling guilty, I decided to do the right thing and return it. I walked into the library with the book and headed straight to the front desk with what I thought was a sheepish but harmless smile. The librarian on duty was this woman named Ms. Carlston, who looked like she'd been working there since the library opened. As soon as she scanned the barcode, her eyes went wide. "You've had this book out for 1,689 days, she said, tapping her computer screen. "You owe $327 in late fees." I blinked hard. $327? For one book? She gave me this tight smile. "We cap late fees at $25 per book, but since this is your third violation, we apply our repeat offender policy." Repeat what now? I didn't even know there were late fees. That's when things got crazy. Ms. Carlston marched me straight to the library manager's office. This guy, Mr. Pennington, acted like he was running airport security instead of a public library. He sat behind his desk with this serious expression and started lecturing me about responsibility and civic duty. After 5 minutes of finger-pointing and policy quoting, he pulled out a yellow form and slid it across his desk. "This is your formal library ban notice. You're being removed from the premises permanently." I thought he was joking until he called over 2 off-duty cops who were doing paperwork in the corner. They looked just as confused as I did. "Sir, we need you to escort this individual off library property," Mr. Pennington told them. "But I returned the book," I pleaded as they walked me toward the exit. "Next time, try returning it on time," one of the cops said with a shrug. Here's where it gets worse. The ban wasn't just for that branch. I found out later that I'd been blacklisted from the entire citywide library system. When I tried to appeal it online, the email response was just, "Policy violation, case closed." For weeks after, I tried using my cousin Jake's library card to borrow books, but apparently they have facial recognition at the digital checkout kiosks now. The machine would beep, flash red, and a security guard would come running over like I was shoplifting. At the West Branch, a security guard actually chased me out while yelling, "Banned patron! Banned patron!" Other people were staring at me like I was some kind of criminal. The most ridiculous part happened last month. I was walking past the main library when I saw they were having a book sale on the sidewalk. Public property, right? I stopped to browse and found a copy of the exact same book I'd returned late. Ms. Carlston appeared out of nowhere and told me I needed to leave immediately or she'd call the police for looking at books on a public sidewalk. I ended up subscribing to this expensive book rental app just so I could read. Every month when I pay that $15 fee, I get angry all over again. All because I returned one book 4 years late and they treated me like a master criminal. I found out from Jake that they threw my returned book in the donation pile anyway because it was too worn for circulation. So I paid $327 in fees for a book they didn't even want back.